is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the Swamp, the home of the Florida Gators. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play looking to throw it. Aggressive call on the opening play. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. That's another big play by the senior quarterback.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
They'll hand it off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Trying to find room. It's Savage. And he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Both teams are sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Physical run earns the 1st down.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Not exactly how this offense wanted this game to get started, especially playing at home. Big sack, loss of yardage, and now what kind of decision do you make here on your side of the 50 on 4th down?
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Punt over the middle. It's Williams. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Can he get there on the ground? And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the running back's got it again. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to run it here. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down. They're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Second and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. Back in motion now. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for a safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon Achane and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uniform.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Defense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for a gap. It's Savage. Finds room at the 30. Here he goes. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. And the Gators looking to run some tempo here.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. The Gators look to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Aggies will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wideout. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
As the first down is still going. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Man, his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The ball is caught. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Layers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Ball handed off. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Grab down the middle. It's Bond. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Over the middle, it's Wilson. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Will not be brought down. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. The Gators keep the football on the move. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Florida. And that will give them the lead now.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fights through the tackle. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on the reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Nice run is brought down to the 44. And the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Pretty good game here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. And the defense able to hold in there with a short gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking for a gap. It's Savage. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
2nd down after that short completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made over the middle. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The back's got it. Solid run. Tackle with a 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Tailback with another carry. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators.
All week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
Gets the 1st and still running. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here,
down he goes. It's a sack. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So down by multiple possessions here, the offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. He tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. They'll be taken down, marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Let's take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He can go. Cross crosses the 10.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Cannot ask for better starting field position. First and goal from the line. On the ground, punching in for the score. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, this is situational football, and this is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
1 second to go. They hand it to him again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the 4th quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Nice grab. It's Lyle. The reception, that's about 7 yards, with 4th down coming up here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Working clock with the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that previous play. The same runners got it again.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Gators move into the red zone. Single back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He made good on his first try. This one is from 36 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. The sophomore making an excellent catch there. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Late as time runs out. Game over.